When we all get together in Detroit, I'm requesting that song at the club.
Yes.
I don't even know what the name of it is.
I know the name.
Oh, I don't think they have the Challenge Fandom podcast intro at the club.
It's okay. I'll have it queued up on my phone. The DJ can just plug up.
There you go.
Just
there
hit repeat every 17 seconds, all right?
New merch. Who dis?
New background. Who dis?
Who dis? Who dis?
And it looks amazing.
What?
Oh,
and
shit.
Literally, look, guys, we did not plan this. Like, us, I know it looks like we all planned this. We did not plan this. You guys
knew.
You guys missed the freak out when we all got on the meeting. I'm like, oh my God.
See, Rick can't sit with us. You can't sit with us.
In sync, girls, in sync.
All right. Hold up. I'll be right back.
Oh my God.
You can't sit with us if you.
So much time.
I know. All this time. We've literally been on for like 45 minutes.
But I don't think he has a Challenge Fandom podcast and chill one.
I feel like I should have poured myself a glass of wine for this evening. Like, I don't.
I'd like to start doing that.
Right? We should start doing that every once in a while. I think I've gotten drunk on the podcast like 2 or 3 times, but it's only ever been for like my birthday. Like I drink on my birthday.
Well, we have the same birthday, so we have to.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Katie and I have the same birthday.
Oh my God.
We birthday twins.
Wow. That just adds to all the Leos in my life. I have more Leos in my life than any other people ever.
Really?
Yes.
It's great. My best friend and Sam are both Leos. Birthdays are 2 days apart.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Oh, Tori Train! Yeah.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Yeah. And her name. Oh, here we go. Look, we even got the perfect. We got the perfect moment for this.
I got it. Here you go.
Are you ready?
There you go.
Are you ready?
Oh my God, there's a new choo-choo in town, and her name is Toy Train. Buddy! She hit her so hard, I myself. I felt it.
Wow.
Choo-choo.
Wow.
Wow.
Choo-choo. Motherfuckers.
Link in bio.
Let me readjust.
We have a CT12 for everybody out there. What? It looks just like that, except it says CT Express. I didn't wear it tonight. What's up, everybody?
What up, though? I don't even know what happened to my hat. Fuck.
He's got to go get that now.
Look, in full disclosure on this, I'm a tall guy. So if you're a tall guy, we're going to try to find you like a tall version of this sweater.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm just going to be honest because I enjoy showing off my midriff as much as everybody does. But like I'm sitting here and I can just feel the breeze across my backside.
You got plumber's ass? Plumber's back?
Maybe it's the Goku shorts, Rick.
It might be the Goku shorts. They're above my knee too. So weird.
Goodness gracious, get your shit together, people.
Go get your hat. Jeez.
It's because we haven't done this in a while.
We're a mess tonight, guys. We're an absolute mess, but that's okay.
This happens every time Tony's not here.
Yeah. Oh, that poor man can't catch a friggin' break.
Poor Tony, not feeling great.
I know. I feel bad for him. Poor guy. Him and his whole family it's just been like an endless circle for them for the last few weeks. It sucks.
They are down with the sickness over there.
I know. I made that joke to him the other day in chat and he didn't even get it. And I was like,
that's how you know he doesn't feel good.
Exactly. That's how I know he's not feeling good because he didn't even get the music reference. Oh my God, he changed back.
Once I got back there, I was like, I'm not trying to wear a hat. Episode, all right? My name's not Mariah.
No, don't bring up Mariah. I'm very sensitive about her today.
Look, I'm just going to be honest. One of us has the body to wear that kind of outfit and one of us doesn't. And I think it was evident by me wearing that sweatshirt that it's me.
So what you're saying is that the Tory Train crew sweater is just going to become my oversized hoodie that I hang out in when I'm like sick and not feeling good.
Ooh, it's gonna be so cute.
And
I'm sorry, I thought that was all my clothes already.
There you go. That's all. I was just gonna say, Karina's gonna look so cute.
Rick, you just need to wear a pair of high-waisted pants or leggings with that.
I would look like one of those cartoon animations of fat people where they've got really skinny legs, but it's just like a fucking cherry tomato on top.
Oh my God. But with that being said, so like Rick said, we will look into some options for some tall people, for the crew sweaters and for the hoodies, because I noticed that those are kind of the shorter ones too. That being said, the t-shirts and the long sleeve shirts are like, they've got plenty of length to them. So don't stress on that at all.
The t-shirt and the long sleeve fit fine.
Yeah.
It's just that crew's
crew and the hoodies like that too. It's got
high
that
and
shorter,
tight, like
that
a
shorter
crew.
tuck. Yeah.
Yeah, it's high and tight like a crew cut.
Oh my gosh. So we'll look
That
for some
was
tall
well played.
options and get those on the website for you guys. But yeah.
Look, some people are going to get that and some people aren't, and that's showbiz, babe. That's showbiz.
Showbiz.
And by showbiz, I mean us sitting at a new table talking
Guys,
shit.
look, we have a round table now, guys. We got a round table now, fandom, for our round table recaps. What?
Oh, it is loud. I'm sorry, I had to test it out.
Why does he not listen to me? But you know what else is exciting, guys? Look, we can shake our table. And our camera doesn't wiggle because our camera's not attached anymore. I'm so excited.
Oh, nice.
I'm so excited. Anyway, so
It's not as easy as it seems. Yeah. It's not like certain people say like, oh, anyone can do a podcast. Like, yes, but
You
it's
can.
a pain in the ass.
yeah, you can, but it is a pain in the ass. Like we've literally been working on rebuilding this studio for the past like 2.5 weeks.
I'm still not
3 weeks,
happy.
and we're still not happy. I've been bitching this whole time about all this empty space. Don't worry, guys, we'll fill it. Okay, don't worry.
She's like, maybe we should paint the wall.
Something, accent.
I know what would go perfectly there.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah. a big cutout, a big cardboard cutout.
Luke would go banana sandwich.
I was gonna say it would actually be for Luke. So
It wouldn't stay over here.
No,
Like,
he would rip it down and yeah, it would be his.
my sweet boy. Oh, my spirit animal is Luke.
He made me earlier. We were listening to music and, he kept making me listen to Cruel Summer. And then he made me pull up the picture of her at the Eras tour in the sparkly, bodysuit, like onesie type thing. And he looked at that picture for a really long time. She's so sparkly.
He has his first crush. That's adorable.
Yeah, she's so
That's
sparkly.
precious.
She's so shiny. Yeah, I'm like, oh my God,
fucking
bro.
love it.
it's his Barbie doll.
It
You
is.
know what I mean? For me, it was The Little Mermaid. My first
There you
crush
go.
was The Little Mermaid.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
His is Taylor Swift. So, I mean,
That's a good one.
and I can't hate it. Like,
The universe works in mysterious ways.
Katie's so happy.
You should be. I feel like it directly has to do with you.
It does.
I think I might be the last one, not on the diehard T Swift fan train.
It's happening. It's happening. It's coming for you.
But honestly, I saw a preview for what she put out on what streaming service is it?
Disney.
Yeah.
For the Eras tour. Yeah.
That's how my son found it.
Okay, it's on Disney, yeah. And it looked pretty nice. So I'll probably end up watching it.
If you need a intro that's more upbeat, look up the Bad Blood remake with Kendrick Lamar. It's a
love
really
this.
good way to get into it if you're into hip hop. So
Yes.
There's actually another song I'm going to send you to. And Katie and I were talking about it last night about how like us three girls should do like a little video to it. A little like promo, like girl power type thing. So I'll send you the song though. It's really cool. But like I was telling Rick, the one thing I've noticed about Taylor Swift is that I am actually enjoying her newer music at my age right now more than I enjoyed her music when I was younger.
She's a fucking lyrical genius. She is the poet of our generation. I don't know why I just got French. But
Very nice. I like. Great success.
But it's you, especially like her. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't even start talking about this, but we're here. It's happening. Her Folklore and Evermore albums came out during the pandemic, and they are very singer-songwriter-y. So if you need just like chill music, it's not all pop. Like she has something for everybody. It's wonderful. It's so good.
I'm not going to say like, oh, Taylor Swift, I know all of her songs. I know like 2 of her songs. And with that being said, I became like somewhat of a fan of just who she is watching the Grammys, and Kendrick Lamar and Imagine Dragons were performing, and they cut, and it was when Kendrick Lamar was rapping, and she was sitting there just getting it the whole time, like word for word.
And she does it at every show for every performer. Like, if you look in the crowd at any big like award show like that, she will be one of the only people standing up for people. It's like she's just a wonderful human.
Yeah, I think the thing that gets me the most with Taylor Swift, the thing I like the most is how she is with her fan base. Like she treats her fan base like it's like nothing I've ever seen with a celebrity before. And you hear all these stories about like people having bad experiences with meeting like big celebrities, etc. There's not a single fucking story out there of somebody having a bad experience meeting Taylor Swift as a fan. You know, so I love that she makes the time for that. She makes the time for her fans, you know, and she's a good person. So anyway.
Hold up.
Taylor Swift fandom podcast checking in.
Yeah, like I got to get re-centered to get into this.
All Stars Challenge.
Taylor Swift she's not on All Stars 4.
Fucking Leroy and Kim, Tony, Rachel. Did we say Rachel already?
Taylor
Cara.
Swift. All right.
You know?
I'm ready.
You ready now?
I don't know. We just had fucking 15 minutes of you guys talking about whatever and me changing clothes 4 times. So, like, none of this is making the episode. But whatever.
Yes, it is.
Oh, good lord.
100%.
I want it to. We can put this out in like a side episode. It's like our gag reel.
Right? Bloopers.
So me and Karina have talked about this. Like, if we ever decide to step away from this podcast, that maybe one day we'll just release all of our like recordings unedited.
Yes.
So like all the fucking hours of shit we've cut that fans have never heard, or full episodes we never released, just fucking drop it all and disappear.
All of our incriminating information.
Well, I should probably do an intro unless somebody else wants to do it.
Yeah, you're the host.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do it. Yeah.
I guess I could. Do you want to press the button again?
No,
Okay.
not really.
I just feel like we're on a totally different planet right now. Here, just give me Jordan or something. That's fair. I can dig that. Hey, welcome to the Challenge Fandom Podcast. It's me, Rick, my beautiful wife, Karina Hayes. Got Lexus Tex Rawson. And then we've got Katie, got Bad Blood, Pahura. New background. Who dis?
I know.
I was gonna say I'm having deja vu.
I know. It's like we've had the same conversation 4 fucking times. How do you guys feel about the My Era tour on Disney
Oh
Plus?
my God, we're not getting back into Taylor Swift. We already did 15 minutes of Taylor Swift. No, we're not getting back into Taylor Swift.
You know what? Next time we record, I'm just gonna wear the outfit I wore to Taylor Swift and throw you all off.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Do it.
No, I can't do that.
I was going to try to make a joke, but I'm not going to because I don't want to get canceled right now.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Anyways, we're glad you joined us. We've taken a little bit of a sabbatical, redone some things around here.
We did some shit. We've been doing some stuff.
Yeah, got a round table.
We got
You know, Welcome
About a
back.
round table, you know.
Trying out some lighting stuff. We'll see how it works.
Yeah,
Who
sorry if
knows?
our lighting is weird, guys. We'll figure it out. We've got a bunch of new lights, a whole new setup, as you guys can see.
I bought way too many.
Also, if you're watching on, I almost said on Google. Oh my God. If you're if you're watching on YouTube, what do y'all think? Like, what do y'all think about the background? What it like compared to what it used to be with just that black like banner thing that was here? I want to know what y'all think. Do you like what we did with the background? Let us know. Also, this. Wait, it's back. There we go. This over here. This one.
Vanna White. Vanna.
That. This right there. We're gonna fill it. So if you have ideas, let us know. Message us.
They're gonna say like put a dick up there or some shit.
No, they're not. Why would they say put a dick up there? They're challenge fans.
You're giving it up to YouTube.
No, but I know, but you know what people on Instagram were saying? They
What?
said put a hall brawl. Put a hall brawl. Where the fuck? How? I just
There you go. You'll paint a hall brawl mural.
I mean, it'd be like Monet. It would just be a bunch of squiggly lines. And we'll call it a hall brawl.
God.
There's whatever your interpretation is.
Like what?
Yeah.
Oh my
Anyways, the reason we're here, finally,
God. Yeah.
after a year since it's been filmed, we're finally getting All Stars 4 on April 10th. And we're here to break down the whole cast, maybe some of the crew. Actually, I'm joking. I don't know who any of the crew
Yeah,
is.
no, not
But
that. for
shout
sure.
out to them for doing the real work that we all appreciate. But we're going to be breaking down the whole cast for you guys right now. And I'm fucking stoked. Like, this lineup is a fire lineup.
It's so
Mm.
chef's kiss. Thank you, casting. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
100%.
they did a really good job on this one. I know that there's a few people that like some of the fans are like, oh, me, like they always are. And yes, that's exactly how y'all sound.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blue, blah, blah, blah.
I didn't
blue,
understand
blah.
the damn thing you just said.
Hibbity hoo blah. Yeah. I think that the cast is incredible. I don't ever want a season where it's just like all heavy hitters, all physical competitors. I want a nice healthy mix of, you know, the drama
Yeah.
people, the social players, the physical players. Like having that nice mix, I think is what made the old challenge so special. And the more, it's so weird because people want the challenge to be more physical, to be like the fifth sport thing, whatever. But the further we get into that, the more people don't like the show. So it's like, let's back away from that a little bit. Let's go back to what was working and what fans say they miss. And I feel that this cast fits that.
Entertaining. Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it's a good mix of everybody. I mean, we've got solid heavy hitters, and then we've got some good, you know, shit stirrers. Yeah.
some, yep, exactly.
And I mean, I think what we're really missing out here, though, is the people that are returning for a full season that we haven't seen, like Cara and, of
Right.
course, Leroy and Cam. And I think that's like the real main story
Rachel.
of this one.
And Rachel. Sorry. I'm so excited. Fucking Rachel's back.
Rachel's
Fucking
back.
Rachel, yes.
Oh yes.
Like Rachel's back. Nicole's back, so Rick's gonna have to use subtitles this season. You know, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Like we are literally seeing somebody that we haven't seen in 25 fucking years return on this show.
It's wild.
Yeah.
25 years we haven't seen this man. So like, I'm excited. I know everybody's like, who the fuck is? No, I'm excited to see people like Kefla that we haven't seen since freaking 1999 and, you know, stuff like that. I'm excited for that because, and, you know, maybe he doesn't come on and dominate physically or something like that. But I'm still just excited to see these people from my
100%.
childhood, you know, and that's, to me, that's the point of All Stars.
Heck yeah. Find out what they've been up to.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited to like, because I don't know Kefla at all. And that doesn't happen very often for me. So I'm excited to like have somebody who I don't know anything about, don't know his story, don't know what happened on his season, and just see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too, is there's so many new age challenge fans that don't know these people, that don't know the Keflas or the Aces or the Adam Larsons or the Floras, people that don't know those super old school players. And because seasons 1 through 9 are not available to stream anywhere, this is the only opportunity that some of the more modern day fans have to see these people and get to know these people that literally paved the way for the show that you love. So that's my thing. I'm like, I wish the fans would just back off a little bit. I think the cast is great.
Low key, the last time Kefla was on TV, I was 13 years old.
Yeah.
I was 9.
I was 10.
I'm not going to talk about how old I was.
Alexis was in the womb. She wasn't conceived yet.
I was 4.
You were 4?
Was it 1999?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 4.
I was a freshman.
That's crazy.
No. I'm sorry. I was in 8th grade.
Almost a freshman.
8th grade, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's wild. It's so weird to think back. It does not feel like it's been that long.
No, when someone says 20 years ago, I think the 80s, not the 2000s.
Well, the messed up part is like when I do the In Challenge history stuff on Instagram. For example, today was In Challenge history for CT's Pink Bikini on the Inferno season 8. It was filmed in 2004. So literally 20 years. 20 years. I was in shock because I literally, and this is terrible, but I literally remember watching that season live. I remember sitting on my couch watching it, and it literally feels like, oh, that happened like 6 or 7 years ago. No, bitch, 20, 20.
Yep.
Good Lord.
The scene you posted of Coral making the sandwich for Abe, I was just like, poof, unlocked memory. Like, as soon as I started watching, I was like, I literally remembered all of it.
I miss Coral. I miss Coral so much.
Me too.
I hope we get her one day. Well, we probably
I do
never
too.
will, but I hope we do.
We're going to manifest it. It's going to happen. Coral, I hope you hear this. We want you back.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I don't want us to spend this whole episode talking about who we don't have. Let's talk about who we got.
Yeah, let's.
This is true. Yes, this is true. Anywho.
Let's break into it.
I say we start with what do you guys want to do? Women or men? Your choice.
Let's go girls first. Ladies first.
Who runs this world?
Girls.
Who runs this world?
Girls.
I'm fucking on it. Let's go.
That was
Sick or
great.
not. Let's go. All right. So I'm going to ask the audience first, and then I'm going to ask you guys. And I say, let's do top 4.
Okay.
Of the girls that are coming back that you want to see, and then we'll recap all the girls on there if we happen to miss anyone.
Okay.
And I think that's a fair way to do it. And then we'll wait till the end to pick who we think is going to win.
Sweet.
Let's do it. So I'm going to go ahead and go first. And mine are going to be in no numerical order. Like, oh, this is the person I'm most excited.
Right.
I'm just going to name people off that I'm really happy to see back.
Yeah.
And off top, just because she's one of my favorite competitors. She's a fucking beast. Every season she shows up, she shows out. And that's going to be Cam.
Ooh.
Like, I am so fucking excited to see Cam back.
Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the fire.
Also, I'm excited to see her just because I love her. But, I have a theory about people who become parents and then come on the challenge, especially moms. Like, no offense to the dads, but like, the moms just seem to fucking dominate after they become moms. I mean, you just got to drive in you. You can do pretty much anything, and your body can take a fucking beating.
Yep, exactly. That is so fucking true.
Well, look what John A. did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She's literally undefeated after she was. Okay, I don't want to say like she sucked before or whatever, but she was one of the not so great challengers on the flagship before. Has her baby, comes back, she's fucking undefeated. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. And I mean, and not the fact that she came back and she was such a different competitor from what we saw in All Stars.
Yeah.
Obviously, World Championship didn't work out as well for her, but that's because she ran to Tori like in the fucking third episode.
Yeah, I guess saying undefeated isn't fair anymore.
That's not accurate.
She sure close.
Undefeated in All Stars.
She is undefeated in All Stars, yes.
You know what I mean? So, but look, I think Cam is going to be exciting, dynamic, especially with the rest of this cast and who she's coming into this house with.
Yeah.
Who I don't want to spoil yet, even though everybody already knows.
We already know. We already know.
But real quick with Cam, I mean,
dude, her stats are fucking fire.
Yeah.
I honestly, I just want to say this really quick. I'm sorry, and I will let you read off the stats, but when I was going through and I was getting all the stats for everybody today, I was shocked when I saw Cam's stats because I always knew like she major badass, right? And she's always like put up there in the conversation of, I don't want to say like she's a GOAT, but she's talked about amongst the best of the best, right? Mm-hmm. So, but I've never really paid attention to the actual stats. And when I saw those numbers, I was like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, what was that one season she kept getting thrown in like elimination after?
It was her rookie season.
Yeah. Yes.
So with her, she's done a total of 5 seasons, 3 finals. She's 8-2 in eliminations. And the last time we saw her was in Double Agents in 2021. And of course, she's from AYTO, which is a bit of a little bit of a debate in the fandom, which is should AYTO members be allowed on the Challenge All Stars and not just real world road rules?
You know what? That's actually a good point. And I didn't even realize that because I remember when they started, and it was like, we want OGs, whatever. And then it changed to All Stars and the whole, I don't think this was ever said. I think it was definitely an assumption that was made among the fan base was that to be an all-star, to qualify to be an all-star, you had to be real world, road rules, or fresh meat. So, I mean, I understand fans not being excited about it. That being said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Wasn't there an All-Stars where you had to have been in a final before?
They did that for it was All Stars 3, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
technically, but
at that point, Nia had never really been in a final.
She qualified for a final, but she didn't run it because she got sent home. That was Battle of the Exes too.
Yeah.
But that's one of the only seasons where they're like, you've qualified for the final. It's either you make the fucking final or you don't.
But it's stupid too because I don't understand how she qualified for the final because her and Leroy were voted into the very last elimination, and then Sarah and Jordan voted, or they lost or whatever, and then Sarah and Jordan voted Bananas and Nani in. That was the whole thing that started the Banana Sarah thing. Mm-hmm. And then that night when they got home, Nia was so upset because her and Leroy had to go against Bananas and Nani that's when she did the thing with Jordan where she touched him and then she got booted. So it's like there was still that final elimination she hadn't done. So technically, like, she wasn't they just, I don't know. To me, that was one of those sneaky little things like on Rivals when they're like, oh, these people are rivals. But it's like they literally tweeted at each other one fucking time and then they're like, oh, they're rivals.
Or ride or dies. No, these people are just meeting.
Or yeah.
I didn't want to call it, but
ride or dies, you know.
Sorry, I'll say it. I said it. I said what I said.
Even the exes thing, like I'm not gonna say that I'm upset that Sarah and Jordan ever got partnered as exes because they were in a fantastic team. However, like, I just don't understand how making out one fucking time makes you exes. I don't. If that's accurate, like, I got a lot more exes than I thought I did. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just.
How many times are they saying they're like an incestuous family? Like,
being real. Thank you. Everybody on the challenge would tell me all them motherfuckers aren't making out with each other all the time when they're drunk, when they're lonely.
Well, then everybody on the challenge would be exes too.
Like, yeah,
I mean, according to Huey,
well, and
it's a lot.
Just think about like how many people you've kissed, like you've never dated or hooked up with or anything like that. You just kissed or made out like one night when you were drunk or whatever, for like 5 minutes and then go on about your life. And then now that person's considered your ex. Like,
Met this person one time for 3 minutes.
Yeah, one fucking time, and now I got to deal with you. You're my ex now. Like, that's so dumb. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just went off on a whole tangent.
Yeah, you
It's
did.
fine.
We're gonna keep this to 90 minutes
Nah,
tonight, Rick.
I know, but I'm sorry. You put me on the mic. We haven't been here in a minute. I'm with my girls. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fucking maintain
Sorry.
the lane right now and let
Cam.
you guys roam.
Back to Cam.
Cam's done. We covered that. The back to the real question, which was, how do you feel? Yeah, how do you feel about AYTO people coming in
Yeah.
over real world road rules?
I didn't even think about it until you literally brought it up. Like, Kim is a challenger to me. She proved it in her first season. So, respectfully, fuck all of them that said that.
Okay, so my counter argument to that is do you want Tori on All Stars?
Yes.
I don't.
No?
I love Tori.
I don't know what qualifies somebody to be on All Stars or not. Like, I don't know how they're picking. I don't know how they're casting these people who were on one season over people who have been on 4 seasons and also were available. But like, it also kind of has to do with age to me. I don't know. Tori has like 10 years before she should be on All Stars, in my opinion. But also Jordan was on All Stars, so it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Honestly, to me, like, because everything, all the like qualifications or whatever that fans think it might be, because obviously production has never said what these qualifications are. It's all just speculation from the fandom. And when you look at how inconsistent everything is, it almost makes me feel like All Stars, there's no real qualification other than your available time. If
Yeah.
you're only available,
It's literally, they make it up as they go.
if you're only available to film for like 3 or 4 weeks, they're going to put you on All Stars. If you're available to do a full season and be gone for like 8 to 12 weeks, they're going to put you on Flagship.
Yeah.
You know, and so I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
that's
true.
more what it is, because if you look at all the people that keep getting put on All Stars, it's always people who can't film for long periods of time. And even when Jordan was doing it, he did it right when he was doing all that charity work over in, the Ukraine and everything. And then like he had shows he was filming and the wedding thing, like there was a bunch of shit. So he was on All Stars because he, you know what I mean? So I think it's like they see the value of these people like Cam, like Leroy, like Jordan. They see the value of them for the fans to see them on the show. So they're just going to put them where they can fit them. And All Stars is just the most attractive name that they could come
Agreed.
up with, you know? And that's just how I feel about it. I think that fans are putting way too much weight into who should qualify to be a fucking all-star. And that's just how I feel.
I just feel like then they have to compress what they're doing. Like, to me, then what's next? Are we going to have fucking, God, I'm going to insult anyone I put up here, but we're going to have Chauncey on Challenge All Stars.
Well,
Because she would fall in both of them would fall in the category of people who would probably not want to be away from their children for 8 to 12,
right.
Yeah.
however long.
Right, you know, and
Yeah.
but when you really think about it, like what else could it really be, right? Because it's not like you could look at every person that's been cast on All Stars and say that they are an all-star player of the challenge, whether it's physical, social, drama, whatever. Not all of them are all stars, in my opinion. And I feel like about 98% of the fandom would actually agree with that. Now, it can't be about age, because we've seen it so, you know what I mean, all over the place. It can't be about how long it's been since you've been on the show, because we've seen people come back who haven't been on in a long time. And then we've seen
It's not how many seasons either.
it's not how many seasons you've done. It's not, now we're finding out it's not even your originating show. So it's like the literal only thing that makes sense is availability time, you know?
Maybe. I mean, I think
You know what? We just need to have somebody on. We need to just ask them.
So, for real, one of
I think
you.
it's
Production, we need one of you on. Come on, we know you guys listen.
I think it's really just about the money.
Yeah. But what? You think All Stars pays more?
I think it's the money and it's the time away. I think it's a combination of both. I think they have a certain era that they're trying to stick within. But as they can't recruit the people they want to get, they'll move up to recruit someone for this
budget.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you can't tell me that if Mark Long's got his hand in this, he was like, oh, I want to take someone that was on season 37.
Give me Nicole Zanata.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, no
no.
fucking way Mark said that.
Give me Jay.
Yeah, give me Jay Mitchell.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah, like, no way, you know?
I'm just saying, you know.
And I do know, because it was going around, it was circulating around, and she reshared it and Mark reshared it. I do know that Coral was being talked to about All Stars at some point. So, you know, I think that stuff like that happens too, where they want someone like Coral, but because of her job, for anybody who doesn't know, she's a doula these days. So it's difficult for her to even 3 or 4 weeks to leave her clients for that amount of time, you know? So but I know that she was being talked to because she shared something on her Instagram and she was like, oh, like hinting towards the fact that she was talking to them. So I think it's possible we may see her in the future, you know, but I don't know. But I feel like maybe she might have been part of the original, like, preferred cast for All Stars 4. And then she's like, guys, I really can't do it, whatever. And then we end up with like people like Nicole, like Cam, you know, who are newer players who wouldn't have been on the original list. I don't know. It's possible.
I mean, with that being said, I don't want to insult any one of these cast members because most of them I'm excited to see.
Hell yeah.
And I'm never going to be upset about seeing Cam on here. And that's why she's one of my top 4.
Dude.
So, Karina, who do you have?
My next one that I am so excited about, and I'm so sorry to do this to you, Katie, but I have to.
It's okay.
I have to take my girl Rachel. I am.
No, we're on the same wavelength today, so it's fine.
So fucking excited. Like, I cannot explain to you guys how long I have wanted to see Rachel come back to this show. I love Rachel. She was one of my favorites when I was, you know, like when I was younger and she was on the flagship. And I follow her on Instagram. I love watching her workouts and just all that shit. She damn near killed me one day with one of them damn workouts. That's why I don't do them. I just watch them. But that's okay. We still support queens. But anyway, so Rachel, just so everybody knows, Rachel originated on Real World Campus Crawl back in 2002. And then she debuted on the challenge for Battle of the Sexes in 2003. She has done 7 seasons. She has 3 finals and 2 wins. She is 1-2 in eliminations, and she was last seen in 2012 on Battle of the Exes. So it's literally been like 12 years since we've seen this girl play a season, and I am so fucking stoked. I'm stoked to see what her social game is like these days, because that shit was on fire back in the day. Her physical, there's no way she's lost it. There's no way she's lost it, because
she's even better.
She also has become a mom.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and she's a mom.
Yeah, she's a mom. She's married. She's a wife now, like everything, you know? So it's like, I am so excited to see this new Rachel and just see how she attacks this game and how she approaches just everything, the social side, everything. And not to mention, she's got her two little besties from back in the day on the season with her. So I think that's going to add a really interesting element.
Look,
I'm stoked.
you know how we were talking earlier about things that make us feel old?
Yes.
As soon as you started reading off her stats and what season she came from, I remember being 16 and seeing Rachel and being like, damn, she is so fine.
Yeah.
And I realized how toxic that was, because she was well known as a lesbian back then as well.
Yes.
And
oh, that's okay. That was Lance Bass for me when I was a kid. So
same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. It's okay.
Okay.
Look, I feel like it's okay.
Or Ricky Martin.
I feel like it's okay to have crushes on gay people, you know, or I think that's fine.
Honestly, she still is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's so freaking pretty. Oh my God.
I mean, I'm
Like, so hot. Even for, like, I don't know, even for a mom, she doesn't, like, she has style. She doesn't, like, I don't know, she doesn't walk around in hoodies and leggings all day. She looks great.
to be fair, if it was an option, I would do it.
like me.
The hoodies
I do it
and
every day.
Yeah. I do sweats or Goku shorts, so there we are. Alexis, who's someone that you're really excited to see come back on the women's side?
Okay, I'm actually pretty excited to see Avery come back.
Ooh,
I was
nice.
a pretty big fan of Avery back in the day, so much that we almost named our daughter Avery because that was my number one. But at the time that we were naming her, we were also binging the challenge. So Sam was like, I don't know, because we're watching the show and she's like on the show.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good
But
point.
she's been away for a long time and people have wanted her back. And I did just listen to an interview with her. So it got me a little excited. And yeah, we'll see. I don't know, like, her social game, how much she's really kept in touch with people from the challenge. So we'll see. But it's just, nice to see her come back.
That's actually a good point, too,
Yeah.
because I didn't even really think about that. Like, so many of these people haven't played in so long. When's the last time that they've, connected with people from the challenge? Like, Rachel, we know she's like all over the place with challenge stuff. But like some of these people, when's the last time that they had any?
That was magical.
That's my favorite button.
Was that a button? Was that your phone?
No, it was a button.
That should. I want that to be my button.
From now on, when we do intros before my name and Katie's name, please press that button.
I'm gonna get a handful of glitter every time. Just like,
Oh my
You're
God,
gonna hate yourself later.
I was gonna
I don't
say,
care.
yeah, should be cleaning up the glitter. Like, God damn it, fuck this podcast.
glitter everywhere. There's a little sparkle everywhere she goes.
Oh, shit.
Anyways,
So,
Avery, yeah.
Avery, I mean, I'm excited to see her back.
Yeah.
I think
She was a little firecracker,
Yeah.
and that was the thing. Is Avery, in my opinion, she wasn't a terrible physical competitor, but she was never like top of the line. But she was a little firecracker in the house. She always spoke her mind. She wasn't afraid to start drama, and she was a pretty decent social player from what I remember. So, I'm excited to see her and see, how she plays this game, how she's grown. And really that's the thing that I'm the most excited about with most of these people is just seeing like how they've grown as like people, and seeing how they've changed.
absolutely. I mean, and that's the thing is like thinking back, the last time we saw Avery was what, Rivals 3?
Mm-hmm.
Rivals 3, 2016.
all that drama.
Yeah.
Like Johnny Riley was still in the house.
Oh, and he was an asshole to her.
Yeah. And so we never got a real story of her outside of Riley.
You're right. We didn't because
Yeah.
Portland, she came from Portland with him, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he on there too?
Yeah.
And then
Which I've also recently watched, so that would make sense why I'm all Team Avery.
Also, I have to say this before I forget because you brought up Real World Portland, but one of the reasons I love her is because she's a crazy dog mom. I mean, she brought her dog on the real world, so...
yeah, and it caused havoc. Absolute fucking havoc.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Have we ever talked to Marlon about that?
Yes, of course we did.
Okay, I'm, but
Yeah.
just want to make sure.
We've talked to Marlon about that a lot. We talked to Jordan about that.
Did we?
Yes. We
Oh my
talked to
God.
Naya about that.
Well, you know what? I guess we're just going to have him back on for a refresh.
Literally,
That's
like,
why challengers tell us secrets, because they know this right here, steel trap. Not going anywhere.
literally, like, the only people from Portland we haven't talked to is Riley and what's her name?
I don't know. Don't
The
test
other-
me right
the
now.
other-
This isn't, I can barely form
Jessica?
words. You could have said Taylor Swift. I've been like, really?
Taylor Swift.
Fuck, for real?
We're talking to Taylor? What? Huh?
Wild. All right. So, Katie, who's a girl that you're really excited to see back?
Oh, well, since Karina took Rachel, I gotta go with Laurel. Laurel's like everyone's big sister. Like, you might not always get along with her, but she always has such good advice. And I feel like she's just a good human, especially in really heated situations in the house. Like, she's a good mediator. But also, we get the spice from her too. Like, and if the
Yes.
reunion was just a little taste of the spiciness we get on All Stars, like drama wise and entertainment wise, I'm pumped. But also, she's just a beast in challenges, so I'm super excited.
You remember how we went into season 39 knowing that Horacio and Nerys were already a thing?
Yeah.
And so we were just, oh, what's the story of this?
This is
the opposite. This is the counter story to that, which is we know what happens with Nicole Z and Laurel.
Yeah.
It's like the movies when you see the end and then they take you all the way back to the beginning.
Exactly.
It's a fucking Tarantino.
It is. Oh, it's going to be so spicy.
Like, as excited as I am to see Laurel, and I am truly excited to see Laurel, I cannot wait to see the rest of the shit break down because...
Look, let me just put it this way. Laurel, Nicole, Cara,
Jinx.
Cam.
Uh-huh.
All on one season. Are you fucking...
No.
Like, how is anybody upset about this? This shit is about to go the fuck down. I already know it.
I need to look up all of their horoscopes and signs.
Okay, let's go one more round of people we're excited to see because there's a couple people I want to talk about stats-wise.
Okay, yeah.
And then we'll just break down the full cast because as soon as you said that, I was like, oh my God. And then you throw in this person, this person, this person, and it's just a fire lineup. So
wait, hold on. Just because I have to do my girl the right respects. For Laurel, she actually debuted on the challenge on Fresh Meat 2 back in 2010. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Laurel's win ratio is fucking ridiculous. Okay? I just want people to realize that. 7 seasons, 4 finals, 1 win. She's 10-3 in eliminations. Insane. Last time we saw her play a season, obviously, was Ride or Dies 2023. Yeah. So not long ago at all. We've seen Laurel pretty consistently over the years. But it's still really always exciting to see her. And one more thing I just want to throw in there, because I already know that we're going to get messaged about this. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. Okay, yes, Laurel's a fucking bitch sometimes. And yes, I know the whole easy thing, and y'all don't even want to listen anymore about what actually happened. And it's been talked about so many times, and I'm sick of telling everybody what actually happened in that situation. And it's fine. Yes, Laurel's been a bitch sometimes, but I feel like her growth, even if we're just looking at that moment for what was shown in the edit and like the stuff with, Paula and whatever, just the growth from that to how she handles situations in these newer seasons is amazing to me, because we still get that snarky fuck you Laurel, but she's not being intolerable. You know what I mean? It's just, well, did you have a question?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And she's saying what we all want to hear or what we all want to ask anyways. So
yeah, it's fuck you, you're a piece of shit, without saying fuck you, you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Purple shirt.
Yeah, purple shirt. So I love, and I think that's what I'm trying to say. I haven't always agreed with everything that Laurel's done or how she's handled every situation she's been in. And I get it. So please don't send us 2 billion fucking messages about, oh my, Laurel's such a fucking piece of shit. Oh my God. Please. I don't want to do it. I won't answer these messages. Don't do it.
And she don't give a shit, because the way she took her shoes off on that reunion,
I love that you brought that up.
She's comfortable who she is, being a bad bitch. She's not, if she's uncomfortable, she's going to take her shoes off and she doesn't care. She doesn't care.
Nope.
That's awesome.
Can I just say, though, when I saw that on the reunion, I was like, that would be me, because no fucking way I'm wearing heels for 2 damn days. No way.
Yes.
No way.
Okay, I can't let us get derailed, because I'm going to start talking about other shit at that point. And
all right, who you got up next?
I mean, just because no one said it yet, I'm going to say Cara. I mean, look, let's be honest. This is really what the fan base. Yeah, it's the most obvious answer, because Cara's the most requested person. Like, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? When are you coming? And she should have been back. I get the argument against, or not the argument. I get why they say she's been out of out of seasons for a while, but at the same time, as much as I love Cara in All Stars, I want her on the flagship. Mm-hmm. That's where Cara belongs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a nice, like, hey, welcome to AAA. You don't have to play the top dogs just yet. Let's warm you up.
Well,
and get you on to the next one.
Here's my thing. I almost feel like they're taking little steps with her, right? And I know that All Stars was filmed first, but it's like, you know, here's a little mercenary appearance. Come in for a little bit, whoop some ass, you know, even though she lost, but that's okay. And then, you know, here's All Stars. Have some fun. And then who knows? Maybe we'll see her on season 40.
No, but here,
I don't know.
chronologically, it was here. Let's put you on All Stars. Okay, now let's do season 39 Mercenary.
And then we'll put you on 40.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So it's okay.
I honestly don't know if she's on the cast spoilers. I can't even remember. But and we won't talk about those here. I know some listeners don't like to hear those, but I was just using it as an example. It would be cool to see her on 40.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like
but
put her, put Tori, put like all the put them all in there and make sure they're on like different separated, so they have to go against each other. I want to see it so fucking bad.
Rivals. I don't know. Anyways, Kara, she has been in. Oh my god, I lost my stats. Where are they? There they are. She's debut season is Fresh Meat 2 back in 2010 with Laurel. If you don't remember her much that season, is because her and Darrell were the first ones out, which is unusual because I think that is the only time it's happened to Darrell, and it just happened because Wes was there and he got picked on during Fresh Meat 1.
Well, that and Kara fucked up.
Yeah,
Kara fucked up night one. She went out and she tried to tell Wes and everybody to be quiet. And, you know, I guess they were already in elimination by then, huh? Yeah, you're right.
So it didn't matter. But anyways,
still, it didn't help her situation.
Kara, 14 seasons, 9 finals, 2 wins. She's 13-6 in eliminations. And last time we saw her was War of the Worlds 2 in, what was that, 2019?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
It
Yeah,
really
5 years.
doesn't at all.
5 years.
It was pre-COVID.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
World.
Isn't it weird to think about it that way? Like, not to make it that way, but...
It's like a different reality. Yeah, it's like a whole different world, like a different reality almost. That's crazy, actually. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, I'm stoked to see Kara. I've definitely been one of those fans that's been up and down with her. I was always a really big fan of her up until War of the Worlds 2. And well, I kind of started slipping off a little bit when all the Kyle stuff started. I didn't like it. It reminded me of just the obsession with Abe, and I didn't really like that either. I don't like the Kara obsessed with a guy stages that she gets in. I love the powerful, you know, girl power. I can do this on my own, independent. Like, that's the Kara that I love. So I started falling off a little around War of the Worlds 2, and I struggled for a little bit, like even being like even following her. But then like she started her photography stuff and I started following her there and just seeing like her in that natural element and seeing her growth there and how she's changed since she's left TV. I've become a fan of her again. So I'm up there again. I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, I want to see this growth and, you know, this time away from the show. I want to see how that's going to be applied to your game and if it's going to change how she plays.
Yeah. I mean, I think she is going to come at it with a bit of a different dynamic. But the interesting thing is 4 of those girls that she's going in the season with, she played with on her last season, which was War of the Worlds 2. Now, she might not have played together with them, but they all played together on that season together.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you look at this cast, like some certain people are predicted to work together and maybe even do well because of their numbers.
Right.
And the recency of seasons where someone like, and I'm just going to bring this up because no offense to her by any means, but as far as who's Flora going to work with?
Right.
You know what I mean? She's like an extra number, maybe some of the old school girls, but
we haven't seen Flora since 2002. She hasn't been on TV since 2002.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's going to be a big struggle for her.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, so before we go too far off the beaten path, Alexis, who do you have as another girl you're really excited to see?
I'm actually pretty excited to see Jasmine.
I was going to say her too.
So, like, I follow a lot of challengers, and there's like some challengers that I wish I didn't follow. And some people I like more because I follow them. And Jasmine cracks me up. I love seeing her shit. I can't wait to see how she comes back now that she's divorced. I hope she brings a little tiny skirt and dances on a stripper pole again.
I hope she beats up a dude. That's all. I just I hope she beats Tyree's ass again. That's all I want to see.
They're both on.
Yeah, they're both on this season. I just want to see her beat his ass again. That's it.
Maybe they fall in love this time. You never know what's going to happen. And with her, like,
is
he married? I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know if he's married or not, but low key, I've talked to a couple different people about this. Like, I feel like that relationship just makes sense.
Oh, Jasmine and Tyree. I thought you were giving that look because he was in a relationship or something.
No, I'm giving you that look because, like, I've had
You agree.
Yeah, I've had that conversation. Like, it just makes sense for some reason. It probably doesn't in real life, but to me, as a TV viewer, I'm like, yes, you guys make it happen.
It's like those fucking, like, I don't know that it would be good, but it's like those toxic couples who, like, just fucking fight and then just have, like, amazing sex. You know what I mean? Like, that's the situation. That's the vibe I get from Jasmine and Tyree. Just fight and scream and call each other piece of shit asshole all the time, and then just have, like, wild, amazing sex. Like, that's it's toxic as fuck, but that's how I imagine it.
It could also be exactly what they need. You never know.
You never know. You never know. But yeah, I mean, other than All Stars 2, the last time we saw her on a flagship was 2014, and then obviously All Stars 2. But yeah, I like Jasmine. Again, not like a physical challenger, but the drama that this girl brings, the entertainment value that she brings, I love it. I absolutely love it.
I slightly disagree. I just think she was on the wrong side of numbers for certain seasons.
You do?
Yeah, like Battle of the Seasons, she got pretty far, didn't she, with Derek and John A?
Yeah.
She might not be on the right side of the numbers this season either.
Agreed, but if you really like... All right, so actually, I'm going to pencil this one in. We'll come back to it. Katie, who are you really excited to see outside of Jasmine?
Oh, I feel like we've gone through all my, like, super, super exciting ones, but I feel like it's a tie between Tina and Veronica for me. Like, to just have that clique of girls from back in the day back together in one place again, just the nostalgia, it makes my heart happy.
Yeah, like, so I love Tina. We got an opportunity to talk to her, and she is fucking amazing.
For all the listeners, just so you guys know, 1 week before All Stars premiere, so around the 3rd, watch out because we're going to be dropping our Tina Unplugged. Yeah. And it's literally like 2.5 hours of just Tina being Tina.
Oh, fucking hilarious.
So much Tina.
Hilarious.
Like, if that's going to be a new thing, like Tina-ness, like she full on from the minute we hop on, it was just energy and just Tina being Tina and talking shit and just, it was so much fun. So please make sure you guys watch for that one because you guys will want to listen to that before we dive into All Stars. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Not just because of that, but I just fucking love Tina anyways, especially this new iteration of Tina that we've seen.
Agreed.
So no, I couldn't agree with you more about how happy I am to see her come back. She's originally from, was it Road Rules South Pacific, I believe.
South Pacific in 2003, and then she debuted on the Challenge on the Gauntlet in 2004. She's got 5 seasons, 2 finals, no wins, and she's also got 2 All-Star seasons. She's 3-1 in eliminations, and then she's 1-1 in All-Star eliminations. The last time we saw her play a season was when she punched Beth on the Duel in 2007.
Oh, shit.
The flagship season.
Actual flagship season. Obviously, we saw her on All Stars 3 in 2022.
Merc is in Cutthroat. Yeah,
and then, she was a heavy hitter in Cutthroat. Last time she played a flagship was when she fucking just decked.
She went out with a bang, pun intended.
There you go.
How do you top that? Like, I get it. Like, win a final and end your career. But what about socking Beth in the face one time?
Adding that moment to my favorite challenge moments.
Yeah.
And she still says it was worth the money just to punch Beth in the mouth. So you know what? That's fine.
Because fuck yes. I love that shit.
There's some people that I feel that way about. Like, I would give up some money to just once, just one time.
Well, Tina also, when she was on All Stars this last time, she broke her hand, so she had to go home, and she didn't really get to compete. Well, she had some eliminations.
Yeah, and then the one before that,
she gave it up to Melinda.
Quit pretty much, So, I love Tina. Tina's one. I did not like her when I was younger. I didn't like her at all. I was not a fan of hers, and I told her this on the Unplugged. I was not a fan of hers when I was younger. But today, Tina, I fucking love her. She is like my spirit animal. I adore that woman. So I'm stoked to see Tina.
I think that just speaks to people in general. I mean, because the person you are now agrees with the person Tina is now.
Me today, or literally me at any point in my life would have probably fucking hated me when I was 22. Like literally would have hated myself when I was 22 if I had to like watch it. Yeah. So fucking cringe. Ooh. I just literally got the ick from thinking about it.
You're welcome.
So that's what I mean. Like I try to give like some of these people who had really bad showings back in the day, I try to give them some grace to be like, dude, some of these people are 20 years older than they were the last time they did dumb shit on TV.
And they grew up on TV. Like we are blessed that we did not have cameras following us around. I'm so glad I never, at that age, your brain's not fully developed. Like I just
even just out, like even not even just reality TV, but even just out and about. Like you kids these days cannot go hang out with their friends without like somebody's taking pictures, videos, whatever. If my friends did that shit when, dude, like no, bro, I am so thankful I grew up in a generation where we did not film every single thing that we did, because holy shit, I'd have been in a lot more fucking trouble than I ever got in.
That's right.
Because my mom did not know a lot of shit.
I have never felt like we've had a more boomer conversation.
Are we being boomer right now?
Yes, we are. I remember how great it was when we didn't have cell phones.
When we had to drink out of the hose, stay outside till the lights came on, the street lights.
Yeah. So
till your mama called you home.
Oh my God. I wish that was a rule.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so here, let me break down the rest of the cast, and then I'm going to get into this larger point that I was bringing up earlier. So obviously we've got Avery. Honorable mention to Ayana.
Yeah,
so
that was going to be
happy to see her.
That was going to be my second one that I was going to name, but yeah, we can move on.
Cara Maria, Flora, Janelle, Jasmine, Cam, Laurel, Nicole Z.
Yeah.
Rachel Robinson, Tina Barta, and then Veronica. You know what? I'm excited to see the three girls together again because, and this is why I'm going to say this, going to my point, is it's going to be those three girls versus Cam, Laurel, Cara, and Nicole Z. I am willing to bet it right now.
Yeah.
And it's who's going to pick up other people on the way. I just have a feeling that that's how you're not going to get Cara and Veronica to work together. It'll never fucking happen.
I'm excited for 2 out of 3 of them.
What if not being nice girls backfires on them now, and the opposing side ends up getting more numbers because the others might have picked on some of those girls back in the day?
Not to mention the fact
that they might be different 20 years later, but people don't forget if you were mean.
People don't forget.
Not only that, but if I put myself in any of these girls' shoes, any of the girls' shoes on this show, as much as I absolutely love her, I'm sorry, but bye, Rachel. Bye. I'm not running a fucking final against you. Bye, bitch. Bye. You know, like, so I don't know. I don't really, because if like Tina and Veronica are not physical competitors, they're not going to be the ones that are going to be able to win dailies to keep them safe. It's going to be on Rachel. So literally all the girls have to do, the other girls in the house, they have to do is get Rachel the fuck out. And then that whole alliance is done. It's shot.
But my pitch would be, if I was Rachel, would you rather run a final against me, or would you have to run a final against Laurel and Cara and Cam?
I would probably run a final against Cam and maybe Laurel. Cara is a little bit scarier because she's a super athletic workout. But like Rachel does this shit for fun. That's like saying, would you rather run against Jordan or CT? I'm going to run against CT because Jordan runs for fucking fun.
Would you rather get second place, or would you rather get 5th place because you're not beating Cam, Laurel, Cara.
It's a fair
you
cell.
know what I mean?
It's the only cell that they have,
Yeah,
really.
but that cell is going to Jasmine, Janelle,
Exactly.
Flora, sorry, not
Ayana.
Floral, Ayana. You know, it's going to those women, and that's where the numbers are going to play interesting. And that's my argument.
In my opinion, that's the only thing that's going to save the girls is that there are more old school girls than there are new school girls.
New squirrels.
New squirrels.
Yeah, squirrels.
New squirrels. So I feel like, and maybe that does happen. You know, maybe they all the old school girls, Janelle, Ayana, Flora, blah, 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 all the ones you just named, work together to get the newer school girls out. You know, and it's so weird to refer to like Cara as like a new school girl, but she is compared to some of these other, you know, people.
She would be like, I don't know, maybe like the second era. I don't know.
It depends on how you break it up.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
She's also just like, she's stayed relevant for a long time. Like, even without Cara being on the challenge, she's still relevant. People are still talking about her. She didn't really like fall off ever.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So,
yeah, no, I'm really excited. And before we move on to the men, I just want to say that while I said earlier that the cast is absolutely amazing, I really want to give it up to the women because I feel like the casting of the women absolutely blows the men out of the water. We've 100%. Got a few good men on here, but the amount of good women that we have on this season is insane.
Did you
the movie?
Did you plan that reference right there?
What reference?
A few good men. She didn't even know.
A few good men. I didn't even realize I said it.
She definitely did not. She would have planned it differently.
Yay.
Thank you guys. Have a great night.
I'll be here all week.
Yeah. You wanna take a quick little break? And then we'll get into the men to wrap this up. But I know it's getting a little late and we got to get our little guy down real quick and then we'll finish it up.
Okay, that's fine.
After that break, you know, there's not going to be an ad. It's just going to be a weird cut and then we'll be back. So
yeah,
here we go.
So weird.
Yeah.
We can't even say the other one anymore.
No, but look here. I'm going to say this right now. If you're really looking to start a podcast, it's really simple. If you go to podbean.com. There you go. That one was for free. Y'all owe me for the next one.
You're welcome, Podbean. All right, guys, we'll be right back. What are you looking for?
I don't know. I've got options now, so I'm
so
looking.
many buttons in front of him.
I feel like we're on fucking Star Trek.
How about we do the guys?
How about no? I don't want to do the guys. That does not sound like a fun time on a Friday night. Okay.
I mean, I'm just kidding.
Did he mute us?
He muted himself. He took himself out.
You got all us girls then tonight.
I know. All your boys left you hanging.
Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I'm natural.
Corey tried very hard to be here for you.
Yeah.
We'll talk about these men. All these men. So many men.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men.
Amen.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I know too. I don't know any other parts of it.
Oh, I can keep going.
Oh, Katie's like, I got this. It's a one-woman show over here.
Give me my glitter button.
Right?
We are waiting for Detroit for karaoke, okay?
Yeah, I'm finding some glitter layovers just for Katie.
Oh.
And I'm finding a karaoke bar. Don't fuck around and say karaoke.
I actually have like an innate fear of singing in front of people unless I'm very comfortable with them. So
we'll do it as a group, and I'll make my husband do it too. And he has a loud ass voice.
I'll only do it if this is our background music.
Disney princess energy.
Right?
It's just labeled harp.
Yeah, it's just a harp.
was like, that's more than harp.
Speaking of weird sounds, I'm sorry, and then we'll get into the guys. Speaking of weird sounds, because this tripped me the fuck out earlier, so I have to tell everybody I know, because what in the actual fuck? So at night when I go to sleep, I put on YouTube, you can Google black screen rain, and it's just like black screen and just like the sounds of like rain, right? So
black screen, that's gonna change my life.
Yeah, black screen. Yeah. So it's dark. And you still get the sound, but your room is dark and there's no ads. So you don't have to worry about like an ad popping up on YouTube.
Like, welcome to Time Life Music, the greatest hits of the Beach Boys.
And it's literally like
this happens every day to me.
It's literally like 10 hours of just black screen, and you can do like rain or like thunder or like whatever the fuck you want. So anyway, I listen to that at night when I go to bed. But then today I was scrolling on Instagram and I came across a reel from a guy who does like audio production and engineering for movies and stuff like that. And when they record the sounds of rain, it's not actually rain. Do you know how they get the sound of rain? It's fucking fried chicken. They fry chicken in a fucking pan. That's what you're listening to when you hear rain in a movie. So now when I go to bed at night, all I'm going to think about is this is not rain. It's just fried chicken. And I'm going to be fucking hungry. And now I'm very concerned. What am I going to fall asleep to? Guys, I'm so concerned about this. You're
going to have dreams about fried chicken. I will.
Yeah, I'm going to wake up. That's why I wake up hungry as fuck, probably, because my brain knows like that. Oh, that's chicken. Like,
You're going to want chicken and waffles for breakfast.
That's why the best one to look up is ocean waves crashing with a thunderstorm.
That one is a good one. Oh. Yeah.
That's the one.
Oh, my God. My husband and I have this conversation all the time because he likes water, but I am a sensitive sleeper, and like the water is going to make me have to pee. And if there's an ad, I wake up every time like, what is the man talking in my house? Like,
who's in my house?
Who's in my house? That's the most realist shit. Who the fuck is here?
The children, they're coming in from the back.
Yeah.
It's just like casually someone talking real fast.
No, oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I like the black screen ones, and they have like different ones. Like they have like jungle, for like birds and shit too. So
yeah.
Anyway, let's get going before Katie's battery dies.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good, hon.
Okay, we're back. Let's go. Talking about the man from All-Star 4. Right off top, do you want to go in the same order we did? Someone goes first?
Yeah, we'll do the same thing. I don't care what order, but yeah.
I want to fight for first.
You go first.
Leroy, baby. Oh, my
Fuck
God.
yes. Fuck yes.
The tears that were shed when I saw not just Leroy, like Leroy and Cam back together, but just Leroy. Oh, this man, I love Lee so much.
Yeah.
Like, I have loved him since his season of The Real World. He is just, I love his soul. He's just a wonderful human. I'm so happy he's back. And he fucking deserves to win.
He does. He does so much. I'm so stoked to see Leroy back. It was absolutely heart-wrenching when he said on Double Agents that he was retiring.
Yes.
I also just want to say, and I'm curious what you guys think when somebody says like, oh, I'm retiring. And then they come back to like All Stars. Is that different for you, or is that in your mind like, oh, they're not actually retired? Or is All Stars like for me, I still consider Leroy retired. To me, All Stars is different. It's separate. It's a fuck ton shorter filming time. And maybe he said that on Double Agents because he wasn't sure if he would ever qualify for All Stars. And then now here we are, so I don't know. I don't look at this as like, oh, Leroy, because what people are saying, and they're starting to say it about Wes too, because Wes recently just tweeted that he's starting to have challenge withdrawals. And so
nobody retires.
And so now everybody's like, oh,
shocking. I'm shocked. This is my shocked face.
People are like, oh, they just say this kind of stuff as like publicity stunts. And I don't think that that's true for Leroy. No. I don't even think it's true for Wes.
No, I don't.
But I definitely don't think that Leroy said this as like a publicity stunt. I feel like he's done with the flagship. He can't commit that time. And he didn't know if he would qualify for All Stars. So he said, I'm retired. And then he got the call for All Stars and was like, fuck yeah, I'll do it. They just had a baby, you know? So, so I don't know. I don't look at it as the same. And I'm really excited that he got the opportunity to come for All Stars, and I fucking hope he wins. Oh my God.
I am so excited about him.
Yeah.
I just love him so much.
So for Leroy, he debuted on Real World Las Vegas in 2011. And then that same year, he was on Rivals in 2011, where I forget the name of his partner that got kicked off for fighting with
Tyree.
Yeah, Tyree. And then Mike replaced him, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Leroy's original partner was Ty,
I forget what his name was.
Or
that's who he fought, wasn't it? It was
he
Ty.
fought Ty, but it was that little.
Tyree,
it was that little. What was his name? It was like Adam or something.
Some shit.
Stupid.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
And then he knocked what's her face over.
Yeah.
And Mandy knocked her face into the
Oh,
freaking pole on the
yes.
thing. Yeah. I remember it. Yeah. And then what's his face got brought in?
Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That was such a great pairing, by the way.
Yeah.
Leroy
Yes,
and Mike.
oh.
Well, and that's the one that I'm talking about when I'm like, oh, the Rivals, because they tweeted at each other one time, you know? But
oh no, that made I love them. Oh,
stop chucking cookies at me.
So
I love Mike.
it's so great.
So good.
So Leroy has been on 12 seasons, done 5 finals, 0 wins, 9 and 5 in eliminations. The dude's a beast in almost everything he does. And if they have a competition where he's got to fucking do that shit with the ropes, it's over. He's winning it every time.
Done. They're done.
that is a moment from the challenge that's burned into my brain.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
That elimination right
For
there.
sure.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Look, I'm honestly really excited to see Leroy on another season without Bananas. I've said this a bajillion times before, but I feel like one of Leroy's biggest downfalls in his previous seasons was relying too heavily on Bananas. Again, I love Bananas, but Bananas has no problem using other people as casualties to get to the final. And that's the game. So I don't blame him for it. But unfortunately, I feel like Leroy was very often a casualty of Bananas getting himself to the final. And so I'm excited. Like Double Agents was a whole new Leroy, in my opinion. And I'm hoping that he brings that same energy for his gameplay to All Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do hope I see Double Agent Leroy over Rivals 3.
Right. Well, and Leroy has his number 1. He's got his fucking ride or die in the house. He's got his all or nothing in the house. And they're working for the exact same thing right now, because when this was filmed, they had just recently had their first baby. I know now they have 2, but she wasn't pregnant yet, obviously, when they had filmed All Stars. So yeah, so they're working for something very huge together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm excited for that aspect as well, to see how Leroy and Cam work together, and if they take over this season the way that they did Double Agents.
Yeah. No, absolutely. 100%.
I'm so excited.
Alexis, who's one of the guys you're really excited to see back?
Okay, so I have actually been watching Real World Paris lately. So I'm super excited to see Ace come back.
Yes,
He's just like,
yes.
I love Ace.
Oh, sweet
He's
Ace.
just such a great guy on that Real World. And
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's still I think he's still a great guy. I don't know what he's been up to, but I'm excited to see him back. What's his gap? How long has it been since he's been?
So he was on All Stars 1 in 2021, but his last flagship was 2007
On Inferno 3, yeah.
Didn't he go home like first on All Stars? Or not first, but
He lost very early.
Yeah, he lost
Early.
to Latarian
That's
in a
what-
pole
yeah.
wrestle where he broke his ribs.
Yeah. Latarian broke Ace's ribs.
yes.
Yeah.
So we didn't even get him for that long. So hopefully he stays on.
I love Latarian.
Yeah, but he was only there for like 2 episodes, maybe 3. Like he was one of the first few guys to go home. And it was a pretty gnarly elimination. So he didn't really get a chance to show much, which is why I was like, the last time we've really seen him play was 2007, you know? So it's been quite some time. I'm excited to see Ace. Yeah.
Same.
Me too.
Yeah.
He still looks fit too, like strong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
takes
in
care of
good
himself.
shape.
Yeah.
Who are you excited to see?
Who am I excited to see? Fucking Tony time, baby. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's Tony time,
Fuck
bitches.
yeah.
I'm so fucking stoked. Look,
Yes.
Tony is, for me, one of those people that, again, the roller coaster thing, right? Because there's been so many moments with Tony where I'm like, fuck you, bro. Like, don't be a piece of shit, right? But then overall, when I look at him overall, I love Tony and the growth that he's gone through. I am so excited to see him come back and play a season since settling down into his new life a little bit and just everything. Like so much has happened in Tony's life since the last time that we saw him on TV. So like, I don't even want to dive all into that. And honestly, fucking fingers crossed we can get us a Tony time unplugged so that he can tell his story. But anyway, so Tony premiered on Real World Skeletons back in 2015, and then he debuted on the Challenge for Bloodlines in 2016. Tony has done 6 seasons. He's made it to 1 final, but he has no wins. He's 3-4 in eliminations, and the last time we saw him was on Final Reckoning in 2018.
Oh God.
It's been a hot little minute, not super long.
Wow. No, that's still a while.
It's 6 years, you know,
Yeah.
so not super long, but long enough to where it's like, like I'm so pumped he's freaking back.
Same. No, that's a really good one.
I'm actually excited for like him and Nicole's dynamic on this.
Yes. And then you throw Laurel in there and then Cara because of the Laurel, Cara, Nicole thing. Like it's going to be so good.
So there's a couple people on here that I want to mention, but I'm going to go with Brandon Nelson.
Yes.
Like every season I've seen Brandon on, I've enjoyed it. I felt like so pissed off on Cutthroat watching him get thrown in over and over. Like it was so much bullshit. And like every time that I've talked to him and we've talked about the show, it's always like, dude, if they give me a fair shot, I'll do really good. You know what I mean? And I believe him. And, you know, he's been on with us before and I've talked to him a couple times and he's a really good guy. So I'm excited to see him back. Plus, we haven't seen him since Free Agents, and that was 10 years ago.
Dang. I feel like he was always underrated too.
Yeah.
Super underrated. Yeah, in my opinion.
I agree.
Wait, isn't he like super strong? Like
He looks like it.
Oh wait, no, this was somebody else that I looked up on Instagram recently, and I was like, holy shit.
That's
You talking
probably
about Marlon?
Oh yeah. Oh, Marlon.
Black Zeus fit. Yeah.
I would
That's
love to see
Marlon.
Marlon
Jordan's
back on.
Yeah.
Jordan's partner from Rivals 2. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. And talk about having a crush on a gay man. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I was like, whoa, not expecting that.
I love you, Marlon.
We love you too.
But yes, no, I'm stoked to see Brandon Nelson back, especially after like we said, we did a partial unplugged with him. Any of you out there that haven't heard it, it was supposed to be a 2-part thing. We haven't quite got to the second part. And then by the time
Maybe now we will.
well, we were actually getting ready to schedule it. And then he got cast and went to go film All Stars 4. And we were like, oh, let's just wait until after All Stars 4. And now they've had it sitting in the bank for a fucking year. So we will be talking to Brandon Nelson at some point throughout All Stars 4 for anybody listening. And we will finish that interview, I promise. But he was like, he's been on so many alternate lists for like All Stars 1, All Stars 2, a couple of the flagships. Like he's been an alternate many times and just never been brought in. And so I'm really excited to see him come in. I know that he's got the drive for it. He's been wanting to come back on the show. So I'm excited to just like see that fire like come out. You know, I want to see it. So
Exactly. And every time that he's gone in, even if he's quote unquote outmatched, he puts up a hell of a fight. Like that time he went against Ty and fucking Cutthroat, fucking murked him on that shit.
well, and for me, Brandon Nelson is one of those kind of like all around challengers, right? Like he's got the physical abilities. He's likable. So he's got the social potential and he ain't afraid to talk some shit. So, there was that whole thing that happened on, God, what season was that? Where Do you know what I'm talking about? The one and Wes is like trying to break up the fight between Brandon and somebody else, and he smacks his head on the fucking stove and knocks himself out.
Yes, that's
Is it like
Fresh
ruins
Meat
or
too.
fresh meat?
It's
or
fresh meat too.
It is. It's fresh meat too
Fresh
in the
meat
big
too.
log wooden house.
Yes.
You gotta find the clip. Can you please find the clip of that and insert it?
I will get it. I think it's on our Instagram, honestly, but I will get it if it's not. Yeah.
So funny thing is one of my favorite things about Brandon Nelson comes from this season.
I remember that.
After the fight.
And no, it's when they go into the fucking elimination.
Oh, and he drinks.
And he's drinking
Oh,
beer because he
sure.
knows they're getting eliminated. And then they try to put it on him like, oh, because you drink beer, you guys are getting eliminated.
But Caitlyn was on fucking crutches.
Yeah, it's like, but Caitlyn didn't get us eliminated. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was so fucking funny. But
Yeah. No, I'm excited to see Brandon come
Yeah.
back. That'll be fun.
So he did 5 seasons, hasn't made a final, 3 wins, 4 losses in the limbs. And like I said, last time we saw him was free agents in 2014.
Boom.
Katie, who you got?
Brad.
Yay.
Yes.
Brad was another one that I had a big crush on when I was younger. I did. I can't deny it.
I didn't have a crush on Brad when he was younger, but like newer age Brad, when he came back for like Final Reckoning, Vendettas, and he had the beard and shit. And then you know what? Which one is my favorite Brad? All Stars 3 Brad. Kill me now.
When he rips the fucking thing apart and he's just like,
No,
Really?
that mud pit challenge. Oh my God. That mud pit challenge where he beat Jordan, he beat Mark, he beat everybody, just whoop everybody's ass. Wow. Wow, sir.
Yes.
Who
Thank you.
said it was okay for you to be out here acting like that? Okay, acting a damn fool like that. What are you doing?
I want someone to do like those photos that like morph over time.
Yeah,
Like, I want that of his beard evolution.
we could totally do that. That would be so funny.
We have to do that.
I'll start looking into it.
From where he had his hat sideways.
Yes.
Wearing the wristbands.
With the sideways hat. Now it's a necklace. Man, I love Brad. I love me some Brad. I'm stoked for Brad.
So Brad debuted on San Diego Real World. I think that was 2004 or 2005.
I think 2004 because it was the same time as Paris, right around the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Paris was 03. Anyways, first season was Battle of the Sexes in 2004 as well. Did 10 seasons, 4 finals, 1 win, being Cutthroat, which we were just talking about with Brandon. So he's 6-6 in eliminations, which is wild to me. I thought he was like 10-4 or some shit, but
It's 50%. It's not bad.
no, it's not. Especially
Does that include his mercenary?
I think it does include his mercenary loss, which is weird.
I don't want to count that.
Yeah.
He wasn't prepared.
he wasn't prepared. For
I just
that.
think that like if being on a season as a mercenary doesn't count towards your overall season count, then why does the eliminate? I don't like it anyway.
yeah.
So no, I like Brad. Last time we saw him on the flagship was Final Reckoning, and then I've obviously All Stars 3 too as well.
Yeah,
So there's a 5. We'll probably see him on that too.
probably.
Him and Derek C. Not Derek C. Fucking Derek K. But anyways, okay, Alexis, who do you got?
Okay, so my next one is going to be Cyrus.
Hell yes, dude. I love Psy.
Shout out to new dad Cyrus.
I know he's a daddy now.
They had their baby already. Oh, I got to go look now.
Getting no sleep, I'm sure.
No baby. No little baby.
Yeah.
So sweet. No, I love Psy. I'm super excited. So Cyrus debuted on Real World Boston back in 1997.
That's
And then his first season of the challenge was the Extreme Challenge in 2001. He has done 5 seasons with 2 finals and 1 win, and also 2 All-Star seasons. He is 1-2 in eliminations on Flagship, and then also 1-2 in eliminations on All-Stars. Obviously, last time we saw him on All-Stars was All-Stars 3 in 2022. But before that, Flagship, last time we saw him on a Flagship was The Ruins in 2009.
Oh, dang.
So it's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
I like Cyrus a lot,
I do
to
too.
be honest. Like,
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite guests we've had on.
He is so cool. Like, he is so fucking smooth. That dude, like, when people like talk about like, oh, you know, like the smooth cats, like the cool cat, I think of Cyrus. That's who I think of. Like, he just embodies that, you know?
I just looked at his Instagram. The baby is adorable.
So
So little. He's like definitely not going to adopt a dad bod either.
No, he had that era of his life, you know, and we talked to him a little bit about that when we interviewed him. You know, going from big Cy to little Cy, or medium Cy is what he called himself at that point, because he was just getting into his workout, like, new little life or whatever. He referred to himself as medium Cy.
Who he is.
But no, he's so awesome. I love Cyrus, and I'm stoked to see him.
Yeah, no, I am too. I think when someone mentions MTV or The Challenge or Real World, he's one of those people that you initially think of right away.
Oh, absolutely.
He's just
OGs, just an OG.
If it wasn't for people like him, we wouldn't be talking about this show, period.
Yeah.
Him, Tech.
I was going to say Tech, Cyrus, Mark, like that whole, that's what I think of when people talk about OGs. That's what I think of, you
100%.
know?
Who do you got for another guy you're excited to see?
The next guy that I am really excited to see, and this was actually a little bit more, so the girls was really hard for me to narrow down to like my top two. But the guys was a lot easier for me. I am fucking excited to see Derek C. I love Derek Chavez.
Yeah.
I love Derek C so much. He is like just the energy, the positivity, his personality, his smile, just literally everything about him. I fucking love Derek C. He knows how to have fun, and he's not a bad competitor either. And he's great in the social game. Everybody freaking loves him. Like, he again is one of those all around challengers for me. I love him. I love him so much. So I am so excited to see him on my TV screen again.
I like it. Yeah, no. I mean, he's just such a cool, genuine guy. And I hate to say it this way, but what happened in All Stars 2 and him opening up about his sister and what happened with her, it just...
Oh, yeah. It humanized him so much.
So much, and made me endure him so much, or, you know, find him so much more enduring. And it was just a really humanizing thing, like you said. So
yeah,
no, I really do like Derek C a lot. I mean, so he originally got a start on Real World Cancun in 2009 and then debuted on Cutthroat. I think he was like the first or second one to go home on Cutthroat in his original one.
I think he went home pretty early. Yeah.
But he did 3 seasons, 0 finals, got really close on Battle of the Sexes, was in All Stars 2, but I think he ended up taking off a little bit early because of everything that was going on. I don't remember exactly. Sorry. Google that shit. 1 and 3 in limbs, 1 loss on All Stars. Oh, there you go. That's how he went home. See, just keep on reading, folks. You'll get your answer.
I wasn't going to say anything. You know, I was just going to let him get there.
Last time on the flagship.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Just keep going. Words are hard. Rivals 2. That was the last time we saw him. And then on the flagship. Yeah. And then obviously All Stars. So
right, which he wasn't on for very long. So really the last time we saw him like play a season was
and and this is what's going to make it interesting, especially when we were talking about that women's dynamic, and I think that was like kind of like an end focus for us, is how these men are going to play into it, because like someone like Derek C and Ryan Kehoe, I can see them playing with a couple different people in this house, but I can see them really aligning with Tina and Veronica and Rachel.
Oh, they will for sure.
You know what I mean? And same with Brad.
And well, and Derek and Avery are really good friends, like in real life, you know. So it's going to make the alliances this season really interesting. And then on top of it, you know, like we said, then you have like these one-offs like Flora, or you have like Kefla, which the last time we saw Kefla on our TV screens for the challenge was literally 1999. Some of the challenge fans were not even alive when the last time Kefla was on.
Some of the current challengers were probably not alive.
Yeah, it's accurate, you know. So I mean, it's just
no kidding.
I'm curious to see what happens with those like one-off people. Like I said, like the Floras who aren't really coming in with friends or alliances, or the Keflas. But at the same time, I'm excited to see them again. You know, like everything I said about all the OG, like that applies to Kefla too. Like I'm I'm excited to see all these old people we haven't seen since like 99, 2002, 2003. Like crazy. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I've been thinking about like who I was going to name because there's still like a couple really good names left. And I think I'd be fucked off if I didn't say, I'm ready to see Jay Mitchell. Sorry.
You can't sit with us.
You can't sit with us. Yeah, you can't sit
I'm
with us.
sorry. It was just, I kept thinking about him, what he said on Instagram and shit too.
Oh my God.
I'm going to fucking pick him. I'm going to pick him.
Oh my God. You're too kind.
I am.
We are kind, Jay. We are kind. I promise you.
We are kind, but also spell check. Grammar check. If you come at me, bro, you gotta spell your right. Sorry. I'm not an asshole, I promise.
Oh, no, I love it so much.
We can edit all this out. I've actually
I don't
got
give a
another
fuck.
person.
It's actually really funny, though, especially how all of us were just dead silent.
Okay, good.
But
No, that was great.
Well, here's the thing: is he did make a final his first season.
No, okay. All right, never mind.
I'm just fucking with y'all.
He was gifted a final his first season.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with you. Oh, sorry.
Look, okay. Per the edit of X's 2, Jay and Jenna were taken to the final by like Sarah and Jordan and Bananas and all them because they knew that they could beat them.
Yes.
So I don't want to say they were gifted. Like I don't want to be an asshole and say like, but at the same time, if they were
Someone carried him like a little baby.
if they were sent into elimination more, would they have made the final? And I don't know that answer. So yes, he did make a final, but he did quit in the final. I am giving him grace to get his redemption that he says he wants and he's ready to get, I'll give you grace and I'll give you room for it, but I'm going to talk some shit. And you had to expect that when you came back. You had to expect that fans were going to feel some type of way because what you have to understand is that not us here, but us as fans in general, there are people in the fan base, in the fandom that wanted to do this show. Okay. There are people who wanted to be on the challenge and never got a chance. So when we see someone who did get that chance and they fuck it off, it pisses us off. So you can't be upset and then come on my podcast page on Instagram and like try to be a smart ass because you quit and then you decided to come back like fucking 8 or 10 years later or whatever. And what you thought we were going to forget? No, bro.
People don't forget.
People don't forget. Now, that all being said, I am giving you grace, unlike a lot of fans. So yes, we are kind. Okay. I am giving you grace for that redemption. And I really hope that he does get it. I really do, because, it would make me feel a lot different about Jay.
In the words of Eminem, you only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
Yeah.
So, sir, you got one more shot to change my opinion.
That's 2 shots.
This is his one more.
Yeah, and they eat some nasty shit now, so he better be ready. They had to drink like fucking 10 of those fish drinks last season.
And that's what I'm curious to see. If he makes it to a final, can he do the fucking eating challenge? If he makes it to a mini final or anywhere where TJ has placed eating challenges, is he going to be able to complete it? And that's what I really want to see. And if there's no eating challenge throughout the season, I'm going to be pissed.
Me too.
I'm going to be livid. We will riot.
There also, I feel like, needs to be a hall brawl because we didn't see one last season.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
they're saving a hall brawl for All Stars? Probably not.
Probably season 40.
So really, I just figured we were having a pretty fun episode and it wasn't that spicy. So I figured I'd throw someone up at the end to give you some spicy takes.
Spicy.
So
Rick just being our little pot stirrer.
I hope you guys enjoyed that.
I love it. And then just really quick, just a couple of other names that didn't really get brought up that I just want to run through really quick. We've got Adam Larson. The last time we saw him was the Gauntlet 2 in 2006. And then we've got Ryan Kehoe, I think is how you say it. Last time we saw him, he was on All Stars 2, but the last time we saw him on the flagship was Fresh Meat 2 in 2010. Steve is back. He was also on All Stars 2. Last time we saw him on the flagship was the Gauntlet in 2004. And then Tyree. And I know we already mentioned that earlier when we were talking about Jasmine, but Tyree is back. The last time we saw Tyree was Rivals 2 in 2013. And that is when, is that when him and he was with Leroy, right? Or whatever. Was that the one?
Which one?
Tyree.
What was his last season?
It was Rivals 2. I literally just said it.
Oh, I scrolled too far. I'm sorry. Rivals 2. No, he wasn't with Leroy because Leroy was with Ty.
Okay.
And they went up against Marlon and Jordan towards.
Who was Tyree with?
I don't remember this. I'm blanking.
Yeah, I can't remember who his Tyree.
Yeah, because Evan was Rivals 1.
Tyree. Let's see. Oh, he was he was with the fucking goat. Dunbar. He was with the motherfucking goat, Dunbar.
That's
right.
why we didn't remember.
Gang.
Gang. We miss you, Corey. I wish you would have been able to be here for this moment.
Yeah. Dunbar in the house. Check it but guard your books. You might steal them.
Oh my gosh.
There you
So
go.
anyway, so now really quick, I just want to run around. What do we think for the winners? Alexis, who do you think is taking this season? We're gonna go guy girl. I don't know if it's a single winner or two winners yet. I can't remember that. So we're just gonna go guy girl. Who do you think? Who you got?
I'm going Cam and Leroy.
Yes.
They got something to fight for. They're fighting together. They got good odds here, honestly. I mean, I feel like they both would be coming back with some fire under them too.
Right.
Both always ready to play. So
I agree so much. Katie, who you got? Are you taking Cam and Leroy too, or who you got?
I actually want to take Rachel and Leroy.
Yay!
Because then at least Lee's bringing it back for Cam, and Rachel is just such a bad bitch. I want her to win.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
And she totally can.
She totally can win.
Yeah, oh yeah, she definitely can. I'm leaning towards Leroy and Cam as well, and I think first of all, I just want to see Leroy win. I really want to see Leroy win. I think Cam deserves a win at this point. Like, she's put her time and her work in. I would love to see them, first of all, the first couples winners together, not on a team, but together. You know what I mean? And then they take all the money home instead of just half of it. And they take it home to their kid that they just had, And again, I'm speaking from the one. Remember, I know they have two now, but that just happened.
Yeah.
And this was filmed before that happened. And I'm also curious, when did Cam get pregnant with that second baby?
Oh, was the baby made on the show?
Is it an All-Stars baby?
As long as she wasn't pregnant on the show, like a bunch of other people have ended up being.
I don't think it would have been on the show. I'm thinking it would have been something that maybe happened towards the end, or maybe right after All Stars, right when they got home. Something
like in celebration.
Right. And here's my other thing. Here's my other point for Cam and Leroy potentially being the winners is they went home and they had another fucking baby. Okay. So I don't know. I'm just saying they might have went home with some money and been like, you know what? Let's have another baby.
I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs. There would be signs.
Yes, exactly. There would be signs. So Cam and Leroy for me. Who you got, babe?
All right. So for the guys, the only person that I see that could potentially beat Leroy in some type of elimination would be Tony.
Yes.
Oh,
Tony would be fun to see win too.
Yeah.
But I see, to me, Leroy's got the easier path. He knows more people. He's in with more people, especially on the women's side.
Yes.
So Leroy is my guy's winner. On the women's side, it's a toss up. And when I say a toss up, throw of a dice with 6 sides. I can see Cara winning it. I can see Cam winning it. I can see Laurel winning it. I can see Rachel winning it. I can see something off kind of crazy, Avery somehow pulling it out. But I think just the way we talked about the breakdown of the numbers in the house and where they might side, I I just have this feeling that Rachel has the path to get to the final and win. So
you two are Leroy and Rachel, and we're Leroy Cam.
Hive mind.
Yeah,
All right.
I just see like Rachel, I think, has the easiest path. I don't know why.
See, I think she's got the most difficult because people know what a threat she is because she's so open about her.
But Kara, no, like
Kara's got a rough road too.
Kara's like,
God, I would love to see Kara and Rachel like in a physical elimination. They're both so fucking strong.
Right? I was just thinking the same thing.
Give me them in a pole wrestle.
In a hall brawl or a pole wrestle.
Give me them in like an endurance.
Oh,
I want to watch them both in C because I have a feeling that would be so well padded.
Yeah, but with pole wrestle, I mean, you'd be able to see all their muscles. Can you imagine what their backs look like?
Crazy.
I don't even think about that with the guys.
No, this is definitely one of the seasons I am excited for the girls. It is a girl power season.
Yeah.
I am loving it. And I'm really excited for this one. Like super, super excited for this one.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. It's so fetch.
It's so fetch.
Guess who's back?
What do we think, though? Do we think they're going to run teams, partners, or solo? Individual?
I feel like individual.
You think it'll be individual?
Yeah, I just have a feeling.
I think that it might be individual, but I'm thinking there might be like a setup like, I can't remember if it was All Stars 2 or 3 where they like switched partners all the time or whatever.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen anything about the setup of the, like anything about like the way they play it or the rules?
No, so
I haven't.
I don't know anything about that. I know that supposedly like episode 4 and 5 were leaked on Paramount at some point.
Oh yeah, I heard that they got posted. Yeah, I heard they got posted.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't. But I haven't been paying that close of attention to know like what the gameplay is going to be or how they're like setting it up. And that one is, I don't know. I just have a feeling with All Stars, it's like it's going to be individual because we've gotten out of 3 seasons, 2 of them have been individual. I think that's the way they typically like to go with it.
And that's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
sweet.
All right.
I mean, yeah, I ain't got shit else. Check out the merch. Check out the merch.
Check out the merch.
Merch.
Make sure you guys check out our merch line. We just released it like within the last week. So make sure you guys go check that out. I will make sure and link it down in the description. We also just released an Unplugged with Zara. And we've got one coming out with Actually, no, we just released Kylan because Kylan will come out before this. So we just released Zara and then we released Kylan. Y'all are listening to this now. And then in a few days, we are going to be releasing our Tina Unplugged. So yeah, just make sure you guys are subscribed, following. Oh, and you know what else?
Please tell the people.
Tell the people. So if you guys are a listener of our podcast, well, if you're listening to this, you're obviously a listener.
Ain't that fucking easy, is it?
No, it's not. So we recently switched our host sites. You guys may like remember our little jokes and our ads for Spotify for podcasters. We are no longer with them. We have switched our host sites, but that being said, our new host site puts a lot of importance on downloads versus actual just plays. So if you're listening to this right now, if you could just hit that little download button, it supports us. It helps support our podcast, helps put us in a position where we can monetize so that we don't have to charge you guys on a Patreon like all these other podcasts do. We're trying to keep this shit free for y'all. So all we ask is you just tap that little download button. It won't download like to your phone and take up your space or anything like that. So don't like think that. It just like saves it to your Spotify like account or whatever. So if you could just hit that little download button, that would be awesome. And yeah, that's all I got.
Ditto.
Ditto.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm a little out of practice. We've taken a couple weeks off, but I think it goes something like, so for myself, Ricky Hayes, my beautiful wife, Karina Hayes, Alexis Tex Rawson, Katie, Bad Blood Pahura, and all the other people that can't be here with us tonight, like Tony, Corey, Josh, and the whole fucking Brady bunch. Thank you guys for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. And if you get a chance after doing all that shit Karina told you to do, like downloading, rate us 5 stars. If you're going to rate us less, hit us up on Yelp. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.